Hey guys, welcome back to the Hannah channel, and today I wanted to do a first impressions video, so let's get on into it. A quick couple of things before we get into the video. The windows are open, so if you hear the wind, it's supposed to storm, so I'm trying to keep an eye on that. My dog's in. Toki is inside right now, and we just chilling it out on the couch, and I actually have a couple other visitors. I have 4 of them actually, and one of them is just cuddling up right next to me, and the other 3 are just sleeping. But here's one of them, little baby kitty. They're all white actually, and they're all girls. But I had to have them inside just in case the storm does get really bad. I don't want anything to happen to them. So they're just inside and sleeping with me. Let's go ahead and get into this video. So they didn't have any primers at all, so I went ahead and already primed my eyelids and my face. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is my eyes, my eyeshadow, and my eyebrows. But I'm going to go into this palette. This is the palette called Apple Dot, and I think this was only $4 if I'm not mistaken. The colors looked really beautiful. I'm just going to go ahead and swatch a few of them. None of the colors have names. Some of the colors feel buttery and other ones feel a little hard. But some of these are actually really pretty. They have quite a few fallout, but it's actually pretty pigmented. That's pretty good pigment for just a $4 palette, I feel like. Some of the fallout is pretty crazy. I went into this color right here, and when I touched my finger to it, it like broke apart, and like my full finger went into it kind of almost. So that's one thing about it. So don't bear into it too hard because your whole finger will go inside of it. So I think I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna go in this color right here, and I'm going to set my primer. So I'm just gonna put this all over the eyelid. After that, I'm going to take this color in the middle right here. I'm going to do that and use it as a transition color. I don't know if you saw what it does, but I feel like that's like a lot of fallout. But I'm going to use my handy dandy mirror and look into it and see if I can get right into that crease. This one looks like it might have some pretty good pigment to it. After that, I want to take this color right here, and I'm going to darken up my outer corners and my crease. I noticed that when I started blending it out, it kind of has a lot of fallout, but also I feel like it kind of blended away into nothing. But then again, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing yet. So I'm going to do the same thing to my other eye. After that, I'm going to take my Hard Candy primer, and I'm going to take that and put it into the inner corner, and so I can put a shimmer there so it'll stick better. I'm going to take this pretty little shimmer color, the one I said like if you stick your finger in it, it'll go everywhere. But I'm going to take some of that. See how like easy it is to like mess it up? But I'm going to put that into my inner corner. There is a lot of fallout with this one, but I didn't pat it off because I didn't want to lose any of its color. very beautiful on the lid. It's not much of a sparkle, but then again, like, it's kind of like a natural look in a way. But I'm gonna go back in with this darker color to darken up my outer corner. So there is a lot of fallout with that, but I don't think they look that bad. I'm not a beauty guru, so it ain't gonna look like exactly perfect, but I'm gonna go and clean this up and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So the next thing I want to do is brows. I actually have two brow things. I have a brow pencil and then a brow kit. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and draw out my eyebrows and then fill it in with this. So let's go ahead and look at this kit. It comes with a wax powder 1 and then a brow powder 2, and it comes with a little eyebrow thing. This is what the eyebrow brush looks like. I'm probably not going to use this one because it looks pretty flimsy. I'm not much for this, how small this is. This is what the kit looks like. I feel like this is a pretty good kit for your makeup bag. But I'll just go ahead and swatch those two colors. They look pretty nice. They look like pretty decent eyebrow colors. They did have 4 other of these. I think this was like either $4 or $5. But I'm not sure exactly which color was my shade. All they have on the box is B-on-W-O-2, and that's just what it looks like. So I couldn't really like match my shade. And then this brow pencil is in the color light medium brown. So I'm just going to go ahead and give these two a try. So the first thing I'm going to do is brush out my brows, and then I'm going to fill them in. Crazy. So now I'm going to use the eyebrow kit, and I'm going to start off with the wax, I guess. So I'm going to take this eyebrow brush and just put it inside the wax. Get you a little close up of that. Kind of reminds me of Vaseline. Ew, it looks gross. Gross, but it honestly just looks gross. It doesn't feel heavy because I have this other kit and it kind of feels heavy, but it does make your eyebrows look pretty greasy. I'm not sure how I feel about this product. I'm gonna do the same thing to my other eye. I don't know if you can tell, but it kind of looks pretty bad, but it doesn't feel bad, it just feels like Vaseline, honestly. But I'm going to go in with this lighter shade first, and I'm just going to see what it does. Tap off the excess. Oh, that is pigmented. Oh, but look at that. That looks gross. So I think the brow number 1 probably be good enough, but like I need to fix that. Okay, so I would say I wouldn't use the Vaseline or the wax. I don't think that's wax. That honestly reminds me of just Vaseline. So I wouldn't necessarily use that. I believe you could probably use this product on its own without it, and it'll probably just do the same thing because it is pretty pigmented, but it also is very powdery and it has a lot of fallout. But the Vaseline like does probably give it pigment too, like a lot more pigment. But honestly, and the Vaseline just, I don't know why I keep calling it Vaseline, but it's just what it reminds me of. But it's just wax. But like the wax just moves around so much, and like it just, I don't know. You can still see it like through my eyebrow, like through this, and it just looks gross, honestly. So I feel like the powder would be pretty good, but the wax is not. I would not recommend using the wax. I'm going to go in with the darker powder, and I'm just going to play around with that. See how much darkness it gives off. Trying to cover up that greasiness of the wax a little bit. It doesn't look that bad, but then again, it doesn't really look any different. I'm gonna take this spoolie and just brush out my eyebrows. Try to remove some of that wax and see if I can get the shine to go away, because it just looks like you put grease, but also it just moves everywhere. So that's one thing about it. So far, the eyebrow one is probably not my favorite product. It'll probably just be easier to use the pencil instead of messing with the wax and stuff like that. I think the wax just messed it all up, but it's a good thing I have my handy dandy wipe. So this is the result of the eyebrows. It does look a little patchy right here, but my eyebrows are weird, and like they don't really like anything to be right there. They just, nothing will stick to it, so there's that. But I think they kind of look pretty good. I think this is like maybe a decent kit if you're just like on a low budget, but then again, I would choose e.l.f.'s kit over this one just because the wax in the e.l.f. ones is so much better. But this is a pretty decent one if I do say so myself. Just the wax one is just Vaseline basically to me. It's pretty gross feeling, and it also just messes up your eyebrows. I'm gonna go in with some foundation. This is just the BB cream. This is lightweight. It says it's lightweight and it says it's satin matte finish, and I just got the one in ivory. I think this was $5 and it was pretty cheap. It comes out weird. It comes out like that. But I'm gonna do one side with a brush and one side with a beauty blender, so let's get on into it. It doesn't cover much. As you can see, my redness is still coming through. It feels pretty good on the skin, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty lightweight and it looks pretty good. I feel like it is gonna come out to a matte. But all in all, I think it's a pretty good foundation. I feel like you don't get a lot for it. I feel like you would use a lot of it within the first couple of minutes of using it. But I'm gonna go in with the brush now. With the brush, I feel like it has a little bit of better coverage because my redness isn't picking through as much as on this side. I feel like it just has a little bit of better coverage. Like I said, it is pretty lightweight. I don't really feel like it's on my skin. I feel like I might have to go over my face like maybe one more time in order to cover up that redness, but then again, it looks pretty great, and I feel like it's a pretty great decent product for its price. After that, I'm going to go in with this concealer. This is in the shade Ivory, and it looks like this. It comes out like this, and this makes me a little bit uncomfortable. I don't know why, but I feel like concealers just need to be like in a bottle or some sort. I don't know, but it does squeeze out. Like, it will come out if you squeeze on it. I don't know if you can see that. It is a little bit darker than the foundation, but I feel like it might cover up the dark circles better. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish on with this. Easy to blend, but I also feel like it didn't hide anything. I feel like I see like a good amount of my dark circle there, but then again I also feel like it kind of covered it up a little bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish with the rest. So this is what the end result looks like. I still feel like it blended away into nothing almost. It blended really easy. I like that about it, but then again I feel like it just blended away into nothing. So after that I'm gonna put on some powder. I have this contour kit. This is just what it looks like. It has a highlight, and I'm gonna use this powder right here to set my under eye. It is really powdery. It smells like chalk. After I get done with that, I'm going to take this mascara and just do my eyelashes. This is just a lengthening mascara. They had like 6 of these, I think, maybe 8. They had pretty much a lot of them. So we'll see how this one does. They didn't have any eyeliner, so I'll have to apply that. This looks weird. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like extremely curved. We'll test it out and see how I feel about it. But I'm gonna go ahead and apply this in my eyeliner off camera, so I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I feel like the mascara didn't lifted them. I think they look pretty decent. The mascara one was a little bit tricky for me, but I think it worked out pretty well, and I think all of the colors were just black. I don't think they had any colored mascaras, which I'm not really into color ones. I'm just pretty basic and like black. But I feel like a lot of product doesn't come on the brush as much. I feel like there's barely anything on it, honestly. But then again, it's just like $3, I think, so I feel like it's a pretty good price, and it's a pretty decent price for it. But I'm gonna go. Next thing I'm gonna do is powder my face, and I think this powder is pretty good. It looks like this, and you have to kind of put your finger underneath it, but it comes with this mirror and this like awesome little sponge thing. I think that's pretty cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and use the mirror on this in order to powder, so we'll be right back. Powder works pretty great. I'm kind of really enjoying this powder, and I'm just gonna go into this contour palette. I also have this blush palette. I feel like they both have highlights in them, so I'm gonna either choose between this one and this one, but we'll see. So I'm gonna go ahead and contour. I'm gonna mix these two colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I feel like it blends pretty well. It's pretty pigmented. I feel like that's a really great palette. I'm glad I decided to mix these colors together because one would have been a little bit too light and one would have been too dark. So I'm glad I mixed those together, but I enjoyed this palette. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on some blush, and this blush palette is honestly beautiful. This is called Spring. I think I'm gonna take this color and just blush on my cheeks. It's got a bunch of fallout to it, so I'm not sure how pigmented it is, so I'm gonna try to go in with a light hand. That is pretty pigmented, but I also think it's pretty beautiful. Oh, maybe I messed up a little bit on that. We'll just brush it off with some powder. So I think the blush is pretty pigmented. I feel like this is a pretty great palette too. I think I'm gonna go in with this highlight right here and just highlight my cheekbones and my nose. We'll see how it looks. Glowing. This is a nice highlight, I'm not gonna lie. It's there. I really like the highlight from this palette. So I think, oh, I forgot the middle of my nose. So now since my face is a little bit glowy, I think next is lips, and I think that's about it. So I picked up 3 of them. I have these 3. These are all matte lip creams. These 2 are just, I'm not sure what the difference in them is. This is matte lip lacquer and this is just a matte lip cream. I'm not sure which color. I think I want to use this color. So I'm gonna go put this on and I'll be right back. Color, I feel like it does complete this look. I like it. It is beautiful. All in all, some of this stuff is pretty decent. I like the foundation, and these are some of the stuff that I really like. I'm not really into the concealer or the eyebrow kit or the mascara or the eyeshadow. I kind of feel like there's better things out there than these. But all in all, this stuff was pretty great, and I really like this blush palette. I think that's one of my favorite things out of all of this. The lips are pretty good. They're not matte yet, so I'll let you know how long it takes for them to dry down and become at least almost matte. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give a thumbs up if you did. If you didn't, I'm sorry. If you want to follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, or Instagram, it'll be linked down in the description below. And I hope you have a good day, and bye!